Troy James is a pint-sized power puncher. He's being advised by Barry McGuigan. He's fast, good on his feet, and stands at just 5 feet 3 inches tall. Up against Frederic Gosset, the Frenchman, who's only been stopped once in 16 visits to Britain. He's been the distance with some good men, including Ricky Owen and Henry Castle. We can join this from the start.
2009 is going to see a cluster of amateur talent turning over. Here's one fighter who's highly regarded and maybe an exciting addition. Troy James is the name, and he's in with the French veteran Frederic Gosset. The start of the professional journey. Important night, Jim.
Yep, very important night. Yet sometimes it can be a tense night, maybe too eager to please. But I've been hearing a few things about Troy James. Here he was turning pro, so good to be here to see his debut. And that first impressions, he's nice and patient. He looks to pick punches, not too fired up for the occasion.
Was a big puncher in his short amateur career, and may have the type of style to please the fans. Is giving some weight away tonight against Gosset. James in at 9-7, the Frenchman 10-4, but that's a lovely body shot with the left hand.
Yep, there's definitely some natural punching power there. Very heavy-handed. He's not setting himself. He's patient. He has the patience of a puncher. He knows chances will come. Yep, certainly like the look of this young man.
Gosset is in his 58th fight. So much experience. And normally pretty durable. Although Scott Hayward did manage to find a way to stop him. Hayward naturally bigger. James settling well here in the first round of his first fight.
Yep, still hasn't done anything silly, just taking his time. He's taken a couple of jabs from Gosset, which is fair enough in the experience this man has, but nothing has put him off his stride. He's showing the patience, just looking for the openings, trying to make the openings, looking the part.
Tries to work Gosset's body again, and that's a lovely punch to the head, and the face is being marked up already. It's an aggressive beginning, isn't it, from James?
Yep, he's just standing his ground, but I like the fact he's not wasting anything. I think one of his problems might be he's used to hurting the amateurs. A couple of times he's landed solid punches and just stood there and allowed Gosset to come back with the counters. He's going to have to realise these are grown, mature men he's hitting now. They'll take his punches more than the amateurs did. So after he's landed, just get mine back onto defence.
Gosset used to being on the defensive. Very much knows how to look after himself, get the gloves up, the old tricks of the hardened pro. But it's a steady, positive opener from Troy James.
Beautiful. It's lovely, Troy. How you feel? Good? Good. One good thing. Beautiful shots, flowing nice. Just got to keep that right hand up when you throw that left hook to the body. That's the main one, yeah?
Based in Coventry, Troy James, Paul Hudson, and promoted by Barry McGuigan. This is his first venture in, and he has high hopes for Troy James. He was a bit nervous when I saw him earlier, Barry.
Yeah, well, I think it's always nerve-wracking. I mean, Barry's son will probably be turning pro one of these days, so I think you're always more nervous when you're outside the ring. But don't have to worry too much about this young man for quite some time. He looks at a good natural pro style. So I think he's going to enjoy himself in this game.
That's Barry's son Shane, who's an excellent amateur. And he has high hopes for Troy James. Second of four, we're in the light welterweight division, largely because Frederic Gosset came in over the 10-stone mark. Troy James, who really is a super featherweight, might even get down to featherweight through his career, has been instructed to box his way through his opening fight, and that's sensible advice. Naturally heavy-handed, isn't he, Jim?
Yeah, you noticed that just with the first couple of punches he let go, he wasn't setting them up. They just seemed to be using the arms, but you could see the thumb there. Beautiful uppercut there. How accurate was that?
Kidology from Gosset. The punches are getting through. Some speed and sharpness too for the former dancer. Very good, I'm told he was, until he decided to put on the gloves and change his career ventures, which may be boxing's game.
See, Gosset has always learned to mess opponents around, frustrate them. But the problem with young James, he's just taking his time so much. He's not falling into any of the traps. He's not becoming impatient. He doesn't worry. He just says, look, everything under control, and he's quite happy to keep it that way.
Lovely left hooks to the body. Wonder if he learnt one or two of those from Mr. McGuigan. Not training him, Barry, but he is going up to Coventry a fair bit. Can't keep out of the gym, apparently.
Well, that's good news. That one was just a little bit below the belt, so maybe Barry did teach him that one.
Yeah, nice head movement there from Troy James. 25 years of age. Amazing that Gosset's only 7 years older and has been around for so long.
He's trying to back out of distance now, Gosset. He usually likes to stand close and cover up and block, but that's not working. So he's trying to get on his bike, but I don't think that's going to work either. James is just marching him down.
Can't keep Troy James off him, really, Gosset. 17 of 20, 14 inside the distance as an amateur, Troy James. And with the head guards and bigger gloves on, that's quite a feat. Left hook to the body once more, taking his time and getting the job done very efficiently.
Yeah, beautiful too, beautiful.
Don't look at that boat.
Okay.
I think it's just a little bit of red in it. I just want to keep it out, all right?
Lovely. Yeah, feeling good? That's it. You know when you go for that left hook to body, he's going to throw that left hook, yeah?
He didn't start boxing until he was 20, Jim.
It's certainly a natural. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, he's taken to the game, and there's the look of a young man here who's doing exactly what his corner have told him to do. And it's good that they can box to instructions at this stage in his career. Yep, yeah, just what I'm thinking with Barry. Much more nervous outside the ring than ever was in it.
Living every punch.
Just throw that left hook to the body, he's looking to throw his left hook.
Yeah.
So get that
His
nice and
protege.
tight. Beautiful. Good. Same again.
Third round, red trunks of Troy James. And on Paul Hudson, his trainer's jacket, it says terrifying Troy James. That's obviously the nickname they're going to go with. And a bit of spice to the little puncher from Coventry. He's only 5'3". And then I think one Nassim Hamid was only about that size, and he didn't do badly as a featherweight.
Yeah, exactly. I think the power of the shots that are troubling Gosset, because you know, Gosset doesn't want to engage. He's not prepared to exchange punches. He usually is against this level of opponent, you know, a young man having his first pro fight. But I think all Gosset is trying to do is get through this one, not taking any chances. But even as safe as he is, still been caught by lovely shots like that one.
Beautiful variety. Not often you see Gosset marked up as well around the cheeks. He's been the distance with Ricky Owen, who's a big puncher. Henry Castle and John Fuchs last year also managed to extend Jackson Asiku, the former hard-hitting Commonwealth champion. So he's resilient, and that's a lovely right hand from Troy James.
that young James is becoming more and more impressive as this goes along. Okay, is expected to win his debut, is expected to beat Frederic Gosset, but it just looks as though he's had a couple of dozen pro fights already.
Jim, it's the manner of which he's dealing with his professional debut against such a veteran.
Yep, just so calm, and as I say, it's as though he's boxing exactly to instructions, as though this is exactly what his corner told him they wanted, and that's what he's coming up with.
Gosset might have been hurt by that body shot. He just struck a glance at his corner, the red one alongside us. He's not comfortable in there, the man from Valence in France.
He's not used to being caught so cleanly. He usually manages to at least partially block or slip the shots. But James is catching him bang on with these shots.
Yeah, he's doing a number on Gosset here. And it's impressive. No sense of panic either from James to get the job done quickly, taking his time too.
Yep, he's been like that from the first bell. He's just got everything under control straight away, and he's just kept it there. Hasn't done anything silly. Taken a couple of punches here and there, which is expected from a man of Gosset's experience. No, this is certainly an impressive debut.
Yeah, and most people who fight Gosset have had plenty of fights already. This is Troy James's first.
Deep breath, Troy James.
That's it. Feel good? Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. So just keep that work.
No more water, no more water.
Just keep that work rate up, yeah?
Not even in double figures on that right side, any of them.
Relaxed.
This is good work
Switch off, yeah?
from Troy James.
Right hand up.
And we've seen all sorts of different shots landed.
Yeah, but it's all been done at the same tempo. Hasn't had a problem getting himself into punching range. I mean, Gosset really has to think almost 100% on defence here. He knows he can't exchange punches. He's trying to block. I mean, that was a good tight defence shown by Gosset there, but look, found a little gap, and right through it goes, so accurate.
So let's go, let's go,
Jab's okay.
let's go,
Let me jab all day long.
Well, a lovely first 3 rounds in Troy James's professional career. Excellent he looks, the former amateur with Capital, who won the Class A Novice Championships in 2007, stopping 4 opponents inside the distance, 3 inside a round. He possesses power, and he's already showing us some ring smart as well. Not bad for someone as inexperienced as he is.
He's giving away a fair bit of weight tonight, and I think that may be something he's going to have to do as he goes through his career, because novices at this level, the same weight as him, maybe won't fancy the job, so it's quite possible several times we'll see him giving away a little bit of weight.
I mean, you're right, Scott Hayward, the one man who did manage to stop Gosset, much heavier. He's about 6 foot, I think, Hayward. This guy's 5'3". Smaller fighter, compact, very strong.
And I don't think there's been, one time since maybe the first round that Gosset's taken a punch, they've been able to come back with one. Because the power just knocks him straight onto the defensive. He just wants to get through this, and it looks as though he's going to manage it.
It looks like it will be the perfect promotional start for Barry McGuigan as well. Says Troy James is disciplined and dedicated, and got into boxing after watching Ricky Hatton on television down the gym the next day. Again looks at his corner, Gosset, Jim, as if to say, how much longer?
Well, I think he's actually, I think he probably knows he's into the last minute here now, and he's trying to put a little show on. He's coming forward, letting a few punches go. I just think that's the old journeyman's professional pride showing itself. Just a little bit more adventurous in the last minute here than he has been previously.
Then tries the uppercut there, Troy James. He's worked body and head effectively. Hasn't rushed in. And patience is a virtue in this game too, Jim.
Yeah, but especially when you start thinking further down the road when he's boxing it, you know, in longer fights, 10 and 12 round fights, this kind of style, no problem at all, doesn't waste any energy whatsoever. It gets himself into punching range, hasn't been leaping in with the punches, just marching Gosset down, waiting till he's enraged and letting him go.
Yeah, really good to watch. This opener for Troy James as he gets his professional career off to a flying start, really. Terrific performance, no sign of nerves. Barry McGuigan, a very happy camper, as are the rest of them in Team James. One to look out for, Jim, already, we've got to say.
Yep, that's as impressive a debut as I've seen for quite some time. Can't fault that.
Through plenty, success good, landed almost 70 in 4 rounds against a defensive veteran in Frederic Gosset. Terrific start from Coventry's Troy James.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee Gary Williams has scored this contest. Gosset 36 points, James 40 points. Your winner on his professional debut from Coventry, it's Troy James.
It was nerve-wracking, but once the nerves had gone, I was all right, settled down okay.
And how did you find it, you know, without the head guard on and in with a veteran fighter like Frederic Gosset, who was a lot heavier as well?
He was a lot heavier, yeah, but I think I was stronger than him. I was happy with my performance. I was happy.
Well, let's bring your promoter in, Barry McGuigan, a new career for you, and it looks like you've got quite a talent on your hands.
He's a very special kid. He's, you know, we've only just scratched the surface with this lad. He started boxing when he was 22. He's only had 20 amateur fights, and I think he's made for the professional game. I think he's the epitome of a kid who wouldn't have been a great amateur, but I believe can be an outstanding professional fighter.